the one running mechanic to focus on. So running mechanics to me is about two main things. One is running economy. You want to get as much distance and speed as possible out of a certain amount of energy usage. And the second is about injury prevention. You want to run in a manner that puts the least amount of rear pressure in your weakest parts, which often are your joints. And when you talk about running mechanics, there's a laundry list of sort of key points. This list includes things like cadence, ground contact time, not overstriding, running tall, running straight, activating your glutes. What else? So it's a fairly long list of running mechanics, and if you were to ask most experienced runners, coaches, what have you, if there's one running mechanic to focus on during a run, what would it be? The most frequent answer you would get, I believe, would be cadence. They believe if you pick up your cadence, that will do wonders to your running, both your running economy as well as injury prevention. And I get that because when you pick up your cadence, you'll be less likely to overstride, and each stride will be will be less impactful because you're taking more strides over time. However, in the last almost 1 year of running and studying running mechanics, I've come up with, in my opinion, the single most running mechanic to focus on while running. And it's very similar to cadence, but I believe it's even better for you overall, both for running economy as well as for injury prevention. And that is focusing on minimizing ground contact time, your foot's ground contact time. And more specifically, I mean within each stride, minimize the percentage of that stride that your foot is in contact with the ground. So if your strides are longer, your ground contact time will be longer, but you're still trying to minimize the amount of time, the ratio of the time that you're in contact with the ground to the time that you're not in contact with the ground, if that makes sense. And here's my reasoning. And this is through experimentation. When you focus on minimizing ground contact time, many of the other running mechanics very naturally fall into place. So when you focus on, as soon as your foot is fully planted on the ground, focus on, getting it off the ground, getting your whole body off the ground as quickly as possible. When you do this, you're gonna start activating your glutes more if you're not already. And I think the main reason for this is when you try to spring off the ground quickly, neurologically your body is looking for fast twitch muscle fibers to help you do this. And believe it or not, in your calves, your quads, they're not loaded with a lot of fast twitch muscle fiber as compared to your glutes. Your glutes are very rich in fast twitch muscle fibers. And when you try to minimize your ground contact time, you're naturally not going to overstride. You're naturally actually going to pick up your cadence a little bit, but I believe focusing on minimizing ground contact time goes more direct, is a more directly influences all the other good running mechanics, and very naturally, once you activate your glutes, you're gonna just naturally stand up straight. You're gonna naturally be pushing your pelvis forward with your glutes, and so give it a try. Give it a try next time you're out on an easy run. Give it a try and see what you think.